Guys, Prismatic Evolutions just dropped the best cards of 2024, in my opinion. You have to see this. What is going on, guys? It is your boy Pokeballs, and we are back with a banger. Before we get into the video, I would love to announce the winner of the Supercharged Breaker Booster Box Bundle giveaway, and that is, drumroll please, Lamonti Charity 1371. You won, bro. You got it coming your way. All you need to do to claim that is email me, and I will have my email linked down in the comments section below. Stay tuned, guys. Make sure you're liking, commenting, subscribing, because I will be doing a lot more giveaways in the very near future. Now, without further ado, let's check out these SIRs, baby. Every single time Prismatic Evolution seems that they cannot top themselves, they go ahead and drop more cards that are absolute bangers. And the first card that we're going to be looking at is this Iron Valiant. And wow, this card is absolutely beautiful. Off the dome, it immediately shifts me to the Deoxys from Crown Zenith, and I'm not gonna lie, this is a fire card. This isn't the best that we're gonna be seeing here, but this is a very, very, very fire card. I love the art style, and it is pretty cohesive with some of the other cards that we're gonna see, so I do think that if they keep this up, that they are going to have an absolute fire set on their hands. The next card that we're going to be looking at is going to be another one of my top chases for 2024. And now Prismatic Evolutions has two of my top chases of 2024. And that is the Roaring Moon. This card is absolutely jaw-droppingly beautiful. And it is done by the one and only Shinji Kanda. Now, if you don't know Shinji Kanda, we all know that this man has done the Giratina, the Magikarp, now the Magneton for Surging Sparks. And wow. It doesn't really match those artworks, but this is just absolutely beautiful. It's that old school Japanese art style that I was talking about earlier, and it just puts a beautiful emphasis on Roaring Moon. I do think that this is probably going to be one of the more expensive cards in this set. The next card that we have is the Raging Bolt. Now, we all sort of know my stance on the newer Pokemon, and Raging Bolt, it's tough with me. I sort of have a stigma with it because I can't get over the fact that it looks like a Raikou on a giraffe's body. And that sort of throws me for a loop. But I do like the art style. It is sort of cohesive with the Roaring Moon, but it's not done by the same artist. I like the art style, and you can't doubt that it's a pretty card, but it just doesn't do it for me. I can see how a lot of people would love this card, but for me, it's just not really doing it. Next card that we'll be touching on is the Sandy Shocks. Now, again, you can't tell me that this isn't a Magneton. But it's a beautiful card, guys. Again, it goes with the Raging Bolt. Regardless of what you feel about the Pokemon, it's still a good-looking card, and I do like when they sort of have artworks that can almost be seen as a set, and this is that. That Raging Bolt and this have very similar artworks, and regardless of what you think of the Pokemon, it's a good-looking card. I think it'll do well. And also, we have to remember, guys, that with the SIRs, it really just, in person, it makes all the difference. Sometimes you can see a card online and it just doesn't hit because it's very two-dimensional, but when you see it in person with that texture and that shine, it can really take your opinions and flip them upside down on some of these cards. The next card that we're going to be touching on is the Iron Crown. Now, this card isn't hideous, but comparing it to the other artworks in the set, this one sort of throws me for a loop. I'm not really understanding how this ties into the other artworks, and it almost looks like it should be a part of a different set. I'm also not a big fan of Iron Crown, which I'm not going to hold that against it, but this is sort of an oddball card compared to the other artworks that we've been seeing. The last card that we're going to be looking at here is the Iron Hands. Now, this is typically a card that I would hate, but for some reason, I like it. You just can't hate this card. The saturation, the vibrance, it's sort of off the charts, and I know for a fact that when I see this card in person, it's going to look really good. Now, there is a small detail that I want to highlight. I don't know what that's supposed to be and how that will translate into English, but just under the HP, there are the Japanese symbols in that sort of cylinder, canister looking thing. It has a galaxy print on the background. That is a really weird and fine detail that for some reason stuck out to me, but I really like that. Super random, super small and minute, but I do like this card a lot, and this is typically something that would steer away from my interest, but I'm going to give this card a solid grade. Now, guys, with that absolute heat, I'm talking heat being added to the SIR list, we know that this set is going to be good. But there's one more thing that is going to blow this set absolutely out of the water, and that is English Masterballs. We saw Masterballs for the first time in Japanese 151, and now we're getting them for the first time in English with this set. Couple that with the market that we're currently in, and I really do think that this set is going to be absolutely lethal. Regardless of what you think of the art, we know that this bull market cannot be stopped at the moment. And with Masterballs and Evolution themed set and beautiful SIRs, we know that this set might be one of the most investable sets of the era. I am super eager to hear what you guys think down in the comments below. Let me know what you think about how the set's going to perform and what you think about the artwork. Per usual, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I appreciate every single like, comment, and subscription I get. Without further ado, I will catch you in the next one. Peace.